Well, Matt is a collector at heart, and he's got a special collection that he really puts all of his energy into, and that's collecting World War II German helmets. Okay, now one like this one, I mean, listen, where on earth would you find with the original, plus the guy's name still in it?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Plus, you have a collection of 9 that are kind of very, very unique that you collected your personal self from Europe.
I dug these.
You did?
I dug them.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what makes those 9 so special?
Well, the thing is, the place you get them, and there's no question that they're real.
I got you.
Especially when the guy's still in them.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, this one was dug at Stalingrad. We got this, well, out of a bunker that had collapsed, and it's kind of sad, but the guy was still wearing it. But you turn the remains in, and everything's good. He gets put back in, his country and all that,
right,
and buried in a grave. But it's history. It's stuff that's just not around anymore, and you can't hide history.
Well, in your collection, how many total of these German helmets do you have?
I have no idea. I've probably got
50, 60, 100?
No, I probably got about 65 or 70.
Do you really? Wow.
Yeah, that and Japanese.
Oh, wow.
I like the Japanese stuff too, because, well, back when I was collecting those hot and heavy, they weren't reproducing them. So you can, now everybody's reproducing stuff, and it's harder to find the original.
Well, I mean, yeah, how unique is this?
There's no question about when you dig it out of the ground if it's real or not.
Wow.
So.
What are kind of the differences here in what you find?
Well, your standard Japanese helmet, just a lightweight helmet, looks about like this. It'll have a star in the front.
Okay.
That they're very, very common. They've gotten expensive since all the movies have come out.
Right.
But if you're really wanting to get into something that's a little bit more interesting, not your norm, you can get into like this is a naval marine, Japanese naval marine. These are very collectible. These are the northern Japanese, since they were taller than your normal Japanese, they considered them more, I guess you could say, scary or more intimidating because they were larger. I mean, they were larger, And so they made them Marines, and it'll have, of course, the anchor on the front, and the later style will have a painted anchor. Now, if you really wanted to get into some really weird Japanese helmets, this one here, for instance, this is a Japanese machine gunner's helmet. These are extremely rare. And what they did is they went one step further from a German helmet that had the brow plate, and they actually integrated the brow plate in the front of the helmet. This was actually found in a bunker in China by a Chinese digger. These were very unwieldy. They were so heavy on the front that they would, the movement of the gun would cause the helmet to fall over the eyes of the guy shooting it. So they weren't real popular, so there's very few of them made. This one was probably thrown down and a normal helmet picked up. But if you really want to get into weird Japanese helmets, this is a good find.
Well, let's tell Bill, this one's worth what, 500?
It's probably worth, it's missing a liner. Yeah, it's about 500.
Okay, and this one, as its rarity?
This one, I wouldn't even know where to start. I've never seen one before. Okay. This is the only one I've ever seen. I would say ballpark, I'm at $200-300. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know where to even start.
Well, most of the time when these things, when you start collecting them, you'll get lucky and find it for that.
Yeah.
But when somebody knows exactly what they got, then you're probably looking $2,000 to $3,000 for something like that.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Well, Matt, thanks so much for your knowledge.